I wasn't familiar with Paul and the whole story, so I read the script and it was absolutely delightful. It was a charming, funny, moving. It's a lovely script, lovely story, and I thought, yeah, I'd love to do this. And you're rooting for the underdog. You're hoping that right will win over wrong and all those things. So I think this has that in spades. You really do root for Paul from the get-go, and it's a story that is stranger than fiction, really, and it's a true story. I play Paul's father, Roland, who works in the steel mill in Port Talbot, and he's, he probably, you wouldn't call him an opera fan. He is definitely a man who finds opera to be dreadfully boring, and he's a regular guy who kind of wants the best for his kid and sees his kid kind of get because of his kind of love of singing and opera and all that, sort of gets himself in scrapes and things. And basically he's trying to say to him, look, you got to get on with your life. That's all very well and good, but I can get you a nice job at the steel mill, which is what sort of a good, responsible parent would do, I think, in the circumstances. So basically, Paul and his dad are at loggerheads from a lot of the film. Obviously, Roland doesn't understand this great love that Paul has for opera, and it's kind of a very very typical story of a kid who comes from a working class background with sort of artistic tendencies, is frequently misunderstood by his nearest and dearest. No, I mean, I knew I'd seen The Devil Wears Prada, and I knew David's work. I knew he had Band of Brothers and various other great TV shows that he'd done. So I mean, I knew David was a terrific director, and was very keen to work with him. Well, it's a wonderful cast, yeah, as you say. I mean, I think good writing and great characters attracts interesting actors. And this script certainly did, and it's Julie and James I'd never worked with before, but I'd worked with Mackenzie, I'd worked with Jemima, so it was lovely to see them again and to get back in touch with them, and every scene we do, and you look around the scene, and there's great performances going on. There's great characters here, and that's always such a pleasure for an actor. I mean, James is wonderful to work with. Not just his comic timing and his comic ability, but it's incredibly moving.